Hey there, wanted to show you a few new embellies that were added to the store. And I've had a lot of you telling me that we love the card idea, but we're not so sure about this name that you gave him. So we're just going to call them cards. So when I say I'm going to make a card, I'm using an SVG to do it. And it's one of my SVGs, and I call them embellies. Pretty easy to remember, but basically we're making cards. The reason I thought of that was that they could be used on something else. So here's one of our new feeling bad SVGs, and this could be used on a scrapbook layout just as easily as it could be used on a card front. So let's get to work. I've popped a few of them here on my screen in Design Space, and you'll notice there's two of the Time to Fish. The one on the top, the line and the pole are really, really, really skinny. So if you wanted to do that with that look, I would suggest that you use vinyl rather than paper because it's so skinny. This one is designed for you to draw as well as so that you don't have to cut that itty bitty bitty line. So let me show you how you fix that. And the first thing you're going to do is, I just have everything in one screen. I'm just going to close these. I'm not making them go away forever. I'm just getting them off of this current project. So there's the current project, right? You are going to, first of all, edit it, and that means you need to ungroup it. I know it's a little weird in terminology, but we're going to ungroup. So we're going to ungroup, and then let's look at our layers panel so we can see what we've got going on. See this one? That is where I want to write. I want it to go on that layer. The easiest thing though is to not move it around. So this one is that skinny, skinny, skinny black one. See? Whoops, I did it wrong. It's hard to move it on the iPad. I usually do this. There it is. I'm sorry. That's the skinny, skinny black one, and that's the one I want to change to draw. But I need to keep them all together so I don't get it messed up. So I'm going to undo and move everything back where it was. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to change it from cut to draw, and I'm going to apply. Notice it's just that layer that's been changed. I've ungrouped, so I'm going to now move this one out of my way, this layer out of my way, and this layer out of my way. And I'm going to select those two, and I'm going to go to Actions, and I'm going to attach them. So now, when Design Space goes to make it, it will draw right on that really skinny layer. So let's go ahead and make it, right? Whoops, sorry, wrong one. On the map, and we're going to get to work. So now I need to choose, notice I have 3 layers, 3 loads of my mat. So I only need 3 different kinds of paper for this one. So this is the shadow in the background. Let's think what we're going to use. Let me see if I can show you both of these at the same time. All right, so now I have to pick my papers. I'm going to grab my pot. And I don't know which ones I want. I really don't. These are ones that I've pre-cut into my 4x6, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 are my cardstocks. I kind of really go with the green because I feel like he should be fishing in the green area. Could be some blue maybe. Ooh, we could do 2 blues. Let's do 2 blues and a white, all right? And let's see how this looks. Oops, that was our goat. We don't want that one. There, 2 blues and a white. All right, now we need our mat. And the first thing we're gonna do is our shadow, and I'm gonna do that out of the deep blue. No, I'm gonna do it out of this one. Okay, let's move things out of our way so little Joy can get to work. I'm going to continue. And choose medium cardstock because Stampin' Up! Cardstock works best on medium. And go ahead and cut. Notice you need the full 4.5 on this one because it's really close to the edge. This one's going to fill the entire card front because of the way the pole and the shadow under our fisherman. All right, and unload. Okay, so here's our shadow layer, right? Gently. All right, next, this is the layer that's going to draw. So I am going to use the light blue for that one. And I need to put my pen in here. I'm using the Joy. Yes, you can use the Maker or the Explorer. I personally, as a card maker, am finding the Joy a joy. It's my favorite. I just like how simple it is, how it doesn't require a full sheet of paper. I don't have a lot of waste. I mean, this is what I have left over and I can save that for punches if I need to. See how thin that is? That would be super, super, super tiny to try and cut that from paper that thin. All right, this is still going to be tricky, but machine can do it. Make sure you have a good sharp blade. And remember, the blade on the Joy, if you're using the Joy, it's a different blade than what you use on your Explorer or your Maker. Now this would allow me to, I could color this in if I wanted. I don't need to. I kind of like it the way it is. And unload, and then I'm going to do my right, super cool. I'm going to do my mountains that are in the background. I was going to do that. I was thinking of using the white and then coloring it, but I'm actually going to grab maybe some pattern paper behind it. Let me just show you what this looks like. So there's those two layers, right? This goes like this, right? Super cool. And then I'm going to add something back here. Well, I feel like it needs something. It doesn't just want solid. What will it be? Again, I'm going to look through my papers that I've pre-cut because usually I'll find something that will go there. I want it to be mountains, but I don't want it to take away. That might work. What do you think? Yeah, let's go with that one. All right. This is the back side of a retired paper, actually, but just a light pattern paper that I'm going to put back there. And we're going to go ahead and cut. In the meantime, I need a card base to put you on. All right. And we are set to go here. Now we can put our whole card together. Here's my other piece. right here. Okay. I need to score my card too. Let me just do that. It's at 8.5 by 11, cut in half, scored at 4.25. So now my card is 4.25 by 5.5. All right. So this is going to go like so, right? But then I'm going to bring in these babies right there. Okay, and then this one. Now I didn't ink this, but you know I usually do. Oh, we definitely need ink. Hold on. Let me see if there's enough on this one to get us around. Oh, there is. Okay. Alrighty, now this little guy. Remember, when you're doing something skinny, use your silicone mat and it won't get all over your table and the excess glue will just be there. And then pop him on. Right? And then he can go like that if you like kind of a more busy background. I like to kind of pop things in and see what I think. I don't dislike the stripes. I think that's kind of cool. It makes him a little subtle. Another idea when you're putting these together is think about using texture in the back. Use your embossing folders. So maybe you don't want a real pattern, but an embossing folder would really make it pop off the page because you would just have texture behind you. So anywho, that's that guy. So if you're going to be working on the fisherman, I suggest using the one that says with shadow, and that lets you change it to draw. Now you could come in and add more detail if you wanted. You could color him with the blends, or you can leave him just as a silhouette. Okay, have a great day.